Do you need to prep for the bar exam fast? Do you know that you don't have a lot of time between work, maybe children, and you're retaking the bar exam, so you're not very confident in the long-term preparatory methods anyway? They just didn't work for you. You need to do something that makes sense, that's concrete, and that gives you confidence and enthusiasm in the moment so that you will keep making the sacrifices of your time to show up for bar prep every day. If this is you, you'll want to watch this video till the end. I'm going to break down a super quick and easy technique for preparing for the bar exam in a way that fills you with confidence, knowing that you have all the knowledge in your head necessary to pass this exam. Hi, I'm Jennifer Duclair, bar exam mindset mentor, helping bar takers to overcome their mindset hurdles so that they can beat the bar. If you found yourself short on time, needing to retake the bar after studying multiple times, you really don't need to start studying the bar as a beginner. I have a video on that I'll link below. You need to dive into bar prep in a way that feels the most concrete for you. That does not mean starting off with drilling the rules. At this point, reading and reviewing what we call passive studying or passive learning is not going to help you, and in fact will discourage you from continuing because it feels pointless. That's because it is. If you want to dive into bar prep in a way that feels concrete from the very beginning, my number one recommendation is that you begin practicing now. Practice, practice, practice. Usually the one area that you actually feel the strongest in. Now, most people would say, don't I need to work on the areas that I'm weakest at? I understand why you would think that. But if we focus on your strengths and use that to bolster your weaknesses, you have a far better chance of staying motivated, staying willing to dedicate the time every day, even though you have competing responsibilities and interests, and getting confident about what you're learning and how much you're retaining. Use your strength. Which are you strongest at, multiple choice or essays? Use your strength to force you to drill down the rules, to retain the knowledge, to practically apply it and see where you're going wrong. And that brings me to the next point. The most important part when you're practicing anything, multiple choice or essays, is to be able to catch what you missed and why, and really to know what information must be in your head so you won't get it wrong again, or so you won't miss that issue again. What is the information you needed to know in order to get it right? Get that little piece of information, and I tell my bar mentees, put it on a crib sheet and fill out a crib sheet with all little nuggets of information that you needed to know in order to not get that question wrong. Keep filling that crib sheet with the nuggets, and this becomes, if anything, your passive review study. Maybe for 5 minutes before you actually start your practice questions, you will review your crib sheet full of the nuggets that you needed to know in order to not get questions wrong. What's happening as you review that crib sheet every day is that those nuggets of information become embedded in your long-term memory. And as you go and continue practicing, whether it's essays or multiple choice, you no longer get those questions wrong. You start remembering those nuggets and you get those questions right. You start getting proof positive from the beginning that you are retaining this information. You're learning it, you're applying it correctly, and you're retaining it. Now, this is a supercharge for your motivation to keep you moving through. Remember, most bar takers will falter, procrastinate, and lose motivation because they're going at bar prep a difficult way that doesn't even suit them as a retaker who has multiple life responsibilities. Don't study like a first timer. Dive into practice right away. Be mindful of what you got wrong and what you need to know in order to get it right next time. Now, this is a study-specific strategy, but there's a mindset that goes behind it all. And if you have a feeling that you may lack the self-confidence to dive into this kind of approach, or you've felt a lack of confidence to change your study approach, even though you know what you're doing is not working for you. You need to address that self-confidence issue. I have a YouTube channel full of videos, and I'll link one below that you can look at. But if you know you need to go deeper and you need personal help, there's a link below that you can book to have a 15-minute chat with me. We can explore your bar exam journey thus far and see where we can take you next so that you can approach bar prep confidently and beat the bar.